Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Salsa episode here at the Salsa Ninja YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for listening. Hey, I got advice for beginners today. So this happened to me in class the other day. I was teaching students and I see beginners do this all the time. They go to class, they start to learn the moves, they start to feel comfortable with the moves in the level 1 class. They immediately want to rush up to the level 2 class. And then when they're there, they immediately want to learn the higher level moves, and they want to, it's just like a race to the top as if like it's a competition or something. So my advice is this, like when you are learning how to dance and you are starting to get it and you're going to the class and the classes are starting to feel boring. Boom! There it is. That's when you have to start paying more attention. So the reason why I say that, it's because the point of growth is not when you start to get it. It's to the point where you start to you want to learn something not until you get it. You want to learn something until you're no longer messing up. And that is completely different. So for example, you're studying one move and you're getting it and you're like 80-90% with it and you're like ready to move on. That's when you really got to focus and start to pay attention to the details. If you get the overall picture, that's great. Now it's time to fill in the details. How is your posture? How are the hands? How the timing of the music? Are you paying attention to your partner? How does it feel with the lead? Are you relaxed? Are you not relaxed? There's a lot of details to fill in, especially when you're learning and you're starting out. You have to be worried about your footwork, about the hands, about your partners. Can you make your steps smaller? Is there anything you can improve in your posture? So all of those things add up as a big picture, but it's not just about like, okay, I got it. Like I lift the hand up on one. What's next? No, that's not how you're gonna progress. You gotta learn to, when it starts to become boring, that's when you gotta pay more attention, because that's where the growth is. It's like you can't glaze over the details. So what I'm saying is a little bit like, okay, yeah, you're telling me to stick in class and even if it's boring. Yes, I mean at the beginning, when you're learning material, you'll learn it in layers. The first time around, you'll get the bigger picture. Then you really got to start filling in the layers. You got to understand, like, okay, yeah, you could understand the move, but now you got to understand delivery, posture. Like, how are you standing? How are you hunching over? Are you stepping with big steps? Can you make them smaller? Or are your hands tense? Are you looking at your feet? Like simple things like that. So filling the details. Don't just get the move and want to move on to the next one. And that's what's really going to set you apart from the other dancers. That's what's really going to make you a better lead. That's what's going to make you progress much faster. It doesn't matter if you want to go for quality, not quantity here. When you're dancing as a leader, if you're a man trying to learn how to lead, or if you're a woman trying to learn how to lead, you want to go for quality. The followers, all they care about is how good the moves you're doing feel. They don't care how many moves you know, or whether you know this like super salsa tricks, this like fancy combinations. If they don't feel good, that's not good. So it's all about how it feels to the follower, to your partner. If you want to make your partner have a really enjoyable dance with you, focus on how it feels. Don't focus on like whether the moves are complicated or something like that. That's how beginners usually they really want to progress faster to the more complicated moves, but that doesn't necessarily make you a better dancer. Anyway, so that from my personal experience, when I was starting out, something that really happened, something really good that happened to me in the beginning is like, when I first went to my first parties, I only knew a couple of moves. I knew like 6 moves, and I danced with this girl who was a little bit above in the classes and the levels in the classes, but she was super cool and patient with me. She told me like, hey, you know, what you could do to improve is just practice the same moves over and over and over and over again, and do that with different people. And so that's what I did. I the first dance I danced with her, and I did the 6 moves over and over. It feels kind of boring, and you're feeling lame because you don't know that many moves, and at a party, people around you are so good. But honestly, don't even pay attention to that. Just focus on practicing and getting better at the moves that you know. Get them to 100% comfortable. What happened at the end of that night is that I practiced my 6 moves with like six people. I think I had like 6 dances, or I don't remember, or a little bit more than 6 dances. But by the end of that night, I had practiced my 6 moves over and over and over again. The next day when I went to class, like that was it. I had those moves comfortably, and I knew from my own experience how to lead them, why they would work, and everything. Okay, so you gotta practice. It almost feels like you're beating the moves to death, and that's really like, you want to get to the point where it gets boring, and you want to go past it until you feel completely comfortable with the moves. Doesn't sound sexy, but it's really good advice, okay? Practice like that and you get better really quickly. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. If you know anybody who would benefit from listening to this advice, send them over this way. Leave this video a thumbs up if you got any value out of it, and subscribe here for more salsa tips. Right now we're covering beginners, but we're going to be covering intermediate, advanced dancers as well. Okay, guys? Thank you guys so much, guys, for listening. See you soon.